Everywhere I turn, there's another one popping up. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. That literally is just over how much my brand new Tundra TRD Pro cost back in 2021. Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So Toyota just announced the pricing for the brand new 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro Trailhunter, the Trailhunter with the 6-foot bed, as well as all the other iForce Max variants of the Tacoma here. The pricing's pretty crazy. I want to get what you guys think. So starting with the TRD Pro, we are now looking at just under $64,000, $63,900 as a starting point. That does not include the $1,400 plus processing and delivery fee. So we are well over 65 grand as a starting point for the TRD Pro. In the Trailhunter, well, it's only $500 less for the 6-foot bed, and then only $1,000 less than that TRD Pro for the standard Trailhunter. So pretty crazy, especially when you consider, a lot of dealerships, they're probably going to want to slap a markup on it, right? A lot of Toyota dealerships really took advantage of people during the pandemic, and well, they love taking advantage of your excitement, unfortunately. And I honestly think that that has ruined the brand for a lot of people. A lot of Toyota enthusiasts have always loved Toyota for a number of reasons, but the greedy sales tactics of Toyota dealerships throughout the country really spoiled it for a lot of people. For fun, let me show you just how many brand new 2024 Toyota Tacomas are just sitting at this lot. Okay, and this is not uncommon. This isn't poking at this dealership by any means, because this is everywhere. They're not charging markups, and oftentimes a lot of these new Tacomas are coming with a pretty good discount right now. I've seen people at least commenting on my videos saying that they've got $2,500 off of their brand new 2024 Toyota Tacoma. So when throughout Toyota's history have they ever offered a brand new truck or SUV, especially an off-roading version of it, and then discounted it right out of the gate because they couldn't sell them? So, I mean, this is just a real quick idea of how many are just sitting at this lot. I think maybe they've sold one. I think maybe just one that they've gotten, since this is my local Toyota dealership here. I think they've only sold one. People just are not buying off on a 4-cylinder mid-size pickup truck for full-size pickup truck money. So we got, maybe you'll be able to see it, got another one right there and a white one down there. Maybe you can see it toward the end. And, well, let's look at the price here real quick, then I'll show you a couple more over here. So $50,000 for a 2024 Tacoma TRD Off-Road. I do love this color though. Underground is sweet. But that right there, that's just too much for a lot of people, and people are voting with their pocketbook now. They're not giving in to paying that kind of money for a 4-cylinder pickup truck, all right? And I like 4-cylinders. I've owned 4-cylinders before in cars, my Subaru WRX before, but it just doesn't feel right for a lot of people to buy a truck with a 4-cylinder and pay more. You guys know I've talked about it plenty, but these are now built entirely out of Mexico, whereas they've always kind of been split between Texas and Mexico, but now entirely out of Mexico, where they're paying pennies on the dollar for labor down there compared to what they're paying Americans, and they still want that much more for them. That's crazy to me. Let's go check out these two down here. Oh, this one was hidden here on the side. Let's peek at this TRD Sport real quick. So we just looked at that TRD Off-Road. Here's a TRD Sport for $3,000 more, about 53 grand for this particular one. That just blows my mind. And if you think about it, guys, the previous generation Tacoma TRD Pro, the 2023 model with the 3.5 liter V6, that was about anywhere between $49,000 and $53,000. And oftentimes, having purchased a couple of them throughout my lifetime, you could easily get $15,000, $2,000 off. So let's just say, for fun, about $50,000, $51,000 for the previous generation, just 1 year ago, Tacoma TRD Pro. And now we're looking at $65,000 plus, and that's not even considering markups that they're gonna do. That blows my mind a little bit. Over $15,000 more for the new generation Tacoma. We're okay with that? Let's check this one out over here. So we have a long bed Tacoma TRD Off-Road, which I think this looks good. And to be fair, guys, I truly am shocked that these have not just flown off the shelves. Because, I mean, they look good, right? And they're brand new. So, people are excited about it. And I thought for sure there'd be a backlog for a little bit here. But not the case. Literally, as they are hitting lots, they're immediately just kind of going to the back lot and collecting dust. So I thought for sure that these would be backlogged for a little bit here. Here we have a Tacoma TRD Off-Road with that long bed. and $45,540 for this particular example. Let's check out this limited here. Everywhere I turn, there's another one popping up. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. So we have a nice looking limited here. This one's gonna be more for sure. Yep, just under $55,000 for this 2024 Tacoma Limited. Gosh, that is insane. Like, that literally is just over how much my brand new Tundra TRD Pro cost back in 2021. That guy right there, $54,000 back just 3 years ago, and that's obviously the V8 version of the Tundra. You know, and when it comes to the Tacoma here, guys, to be fair, I think I truly would opt for the iForce Max, right? Especially since, you know, we do have that 4-cylinder in here rather than having just a standard turbocharged 4-cylinder where you got to kind of spool up the turbo a lot and kind of get the RPMs higher to get that power delivery. The iForce Max with the battery pack strapped to it, the hybridization to it, really allows that power to come on much sooner, much quicker, right? Right about 1700 RPMs is when you start to feel that 465 foot-pounds of torque that you get in the iForce Max. And that really is impressive numbers coming from it. And 326 horsepower is what we can expect for it. All right, what do we got here? This might be the most affordable one. That's what I'm guessing. Let's peek at it. Yep. So here it is. Here's our SR Tacoma here, and they still want just over 40 grand for it. That's why they're really hyping it up, right? We get a little better fuel economy, but if you think about it, it is hardly better than the 3.5 liter V6 that we had before. But yet, you know, for emission standards and EPA restrictions, they're really pushing the crud out of these smaller displacement motors, cramming battery packs to them just for the sake of towing the party line of saying that they're doing their part. I'm not buying it. Real quickly, let me show you this solar octane Tacoma TRD Sport with the long bed, just under $51,000 for this particular one. Kind of wild. Like how the starting point is 43,000, then we quickly teeter up to 51 grand. Kind of wild. But you do gotta love a long bed on the Tacoma. So let me know what you guys think. Is it kind of crazy that we're now wanting over $65,000 for the brand new 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro? $15,000 more than the previous generation. That seems a bit extreme. Especially, you know, gosh, it was only 1 year ago and we're upcharging like that. That's kind of what we found with the Tundra too, right? We were just asking $54,000 for the top trim TRD Pro over there in 2021. And then fast forward 1 year later, they're wanting $71,000, $72,000 for it. $16,000, $17,000 more for it just that following year. I was hoping we weren't gonna see that with the Tacoma here, especially since where they're building it in Mexico, where it's much cheaper to build these things compared to building them here in America. So I didn't think we were gonna see that big of a price hike. But here we are, 65 grand for a mid-sized pickup truck. Are you okay with that? We got old trusties up there with that naturally aspirated V6. We can show some Lunar Rock Tacoma some love here. You know, there's no denying it that this previous generation looked very sleek, especially here in the TRD Sport variant with that hood scoop. It looks great. And well, Lunar Rock makes everything look better. And literally every direction I turn, you find more of these Tacomas just sitting, collecting dust. And well, any smart dealership knows that you never want to line them all up right next to each other because, well, what does that say? It says that they have so many of them and they can't even sell them. If you spread them out a little bit, sprinkle them throughout the dealership lot, it won't look as bad. And well, hopefully they won't have to negotiate as good of a deal on them if they do it this way. Kind of funny though. Okay, you definitely get my hint by now, but it's becoming fun for me. It's almost an Easter egg hunt to find all the new Tacomas just chilling on the lot here. Let's see if this one has a window. It does. Let's pick at this one. What do we got? We got another Tacoma TRD Sport for just under 45 grand. There you go. All right, so we'll wrap up the video there, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are, as always. I really appreciate you taking the time to tune into my videos. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. Your support means a lot, and I certainly appreciate it. Until next time.